Hey, what's up? Welcome, everyone. It's GleeCon, and I'm back again. I'm bringing you guys another episode of Lore of Warcraft after an episode that got kind of cut off on the last one. We'll talk about that when the show gets running. On this show, if you've never watched it before, this is something where I've been trying to cover in completely thorough detail everything in the World of Warcraft universe, canon and non-canon, every type of media, not just the games. So we're in the middle of a World of Warcraft classic playthrough. We're probably around halfway through Stranglethorn Vale on our Horde characters. If you want to check out the Greater Zone, we've already done it all on Alliance, but there are some differences for the Horde, so we're running through it on that as well. So this is our Tauren Rusto / Enhanced Shaman. Stay a while and listen as she jumps back in to the Vale. Now, I typically try to make these episodes run somewhere in the ballpark of a couple hours. I had to cut it off after only one on the last episode because I had a sudden, I really only need one more split bone necklace and we're kind of done here, but I was also trying to go down to the blue crystal right after. Yikes. Alright, well maybe this guy will be the one to drop my necklace. Yeah, I had a work issue arise that it was kind of that perfect storm where, it was one that my knee-jerk reaction was, oh, well, I'm screwed. Like, people are screwed, I'm screwed, there's nothing I can do about it, and it's a bad look. Either way, it's a bad look for me. Okay, we'll come back to those leather gloves because they may be good. I just forgot to do something, and, you know, it happens sometimes. In my opinion, my view of the whole thing is sometimes it happens when you have a lot of flexible, constantly changing responsibilities. Those are really good feral gloves. Sometimes you just miss. 18 is part of chapter 3, so I'm gonna ditch it. We don't need it. Those are great gloves. Mine are 9 strength, 9 intellect. These are 9 strength, 9 agility. So it's kind of tough because 73 armor. They're almost identical. It's, what do I want? A little bit more. Do I want to stay? I guess I'm just going to keep it. But those are great. Like feral gloves, rogue gloves. Anyway, so it was a perfect storm where something happened, and also this was a situation where basically quarterly. So for those of you that are longtime followers of the show, you know I've been angling to try to go for a promotion for the past year and a half or so. I've had a lot of opportunities, and I have been passed over. Or just not chosen, however you want to look at it. I'm not trying to play like a victim or anything like that, but I was not deemed the best candidate by the people that mattered in a lot of in all of the situations so far. And the most recent time, you know, one of the things that they always say in my profession is like, what have you done for the greater institution? What initiatives have you started? What teams have you created that maybe we don't need that page 2. That's part of chapter 2. That way we got our last necklace, by the way. So the only other thing I wanted to do was hit these singing blue crystals up. So I feel like I got a lot of like kind of BS reasons. Last time I was really, really confident that I was going to be chosen, and I was not. They went with essentially an outside hire, somebody that had been in upper management in another state for a similar company, but had only been here for about 6 months, and they went with that person who, I guess on paper, had more qualifications than me, but were still new. So anyway, that's a whole go. I'm sure I've talked about it for hours, and I apologize already for being such a narcissistic, boring person about it. The bottom line of my story was twofold. One, I had already made a similar, not a mistake. Before, it was a decision I made, and the person that is running this extra optional overtime shift, she's probably like my equivalent in the power structure of the company. So we're the two people that are probably just outside knocking on the door. Very close working relationship with the higher ups, and do a lot of different things. I've been around longer and probably do more, but she is a very, very, very good at playing the game, and I'm not that good at it. So, not that good at all. And yeah, so she's the one running it, and she absolutely has in the past, and I am given even the slightest provocation, will undercut me and bad talk me to try to, get one up on me. That's part of playing the game. Like I said, she's very good at playing the game. I don't play that. I don't do that. And it's why I haven't. It's a big reason why I'm not progressing in my profession. And I got some real soul searching to do in the upcoming months. About 4 months from now, I have some opportunities, and I'm going to either be making a career change or at least a location change for where I work for the first time in a decade. So we'll see. Dang it, I just got hit. I feel like we fought these guys before, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just remembering this. There's a guy that died right there. This is the danger of this little spot, to get back to talking to the game, is that we're fighting these Ventrico strip miners because I guess they can have these crystals, right? Yeah, these singing blue crystals. But the downside is that they respawn so fast. Oh, that's actually male racers. Okay, my current is a 14. That's a little bit worse. It's not better. Okay. Yeah, this quest is actually... Oh, there's a little gnome that just happened to hit theirs at the same time as mine. Where are we at on our tree? I don't even know exactly what we're trying to do here. Dang. Flask of Mojo. Yeah, some of these guys, the Tinkerers, they bring little robots, and he just did it right now. It's very annoying. I wish there was a way to make that not happen. Okay, I gotta get the silver cloth off. But there's not, because it's basically an insta-cast. Oh yeah, I'm working on Tidal Mastery right now. Increasing the crit of my healing and lightning. Emphasis on the healing. Lightning I don't care so much about. Alright, so I need that room for that silk cloth. So I'll eat this cured ham steak while I'm here. And why not? We'll start moving the nectar around. Even though I don't have that much moonberry juice. Alright, so sorry, that was my rant. It really put a damper on my day because immediately I felt like, one, I better figure out a way to solve this problem. From the time that I was texted until the time that I solved it, 20 minutes elapsed. So now, from the time that they arrived and then decided to text me, and then I solved it, an hour elapsed. So somebody basically wasted an hour of their life. And I feel bad about that. We got our 4th crystal. Our drop rate's been pretty decent. So that's why it's a bad look for me. I'm going to go ahead and eat this spider sausage, because that'll give me the well-fed buff, which I don't have right now. But also the fact that it happened on someone that last quarter complained about me as well. Complained about the way that I organized the whole thing. The same person. I was called into a meeting with all the bosses. I thought to just like debrief, but it was to like dress me down about the way that I organized it. Also, by the way, this woman is getting paid overtime to do this project. I get paid nothing. I'm just doing it because I I want to be able to add it to my portfolio and say, hey, this is an example of a project that I have spearheaded and got off the ground. So I vowed to do it differently. I did do it differently. I feel like it is much improved, the program, but I forgot this one little part. And it's hard because I'm trying to do all of my job and do this. And my only excuse is I can say, well, I'm super busy, but that's the whole point, you know. That's how they get you in my line of work. They just... If you ever want to progress, you have to work unpaid, far beyond what your job description is. And you cannot do that. Absolutely. You're well within your rights to not do that, but you'll never freaking go anywhere. So then I felt I had to get it ahead of the whole thing. So I went and sent an email to all of my bosses basically saying, hey, this is what happened. This is why there was some downtime. It's 100% my fault. This is what I kind of gave it like a blow by blow. This is the exact number of minutes, because what will happen if I don't do that is there'd be an exaggerated, oh, so much time was wasted, blah, blah, blah. The whole thing wasn't ready is how it will be spun. And instead of it being like, one person couldn't do their assignment for 20 minutes. So it just really put a damper on the start of my day. It caused me to finish the mission, to cut the video short yesterday, but oh well. And it's living rent-free in my head, and I gotta stop that, right? I gotta enjoy. We're here in probably the best zone in all of World of Warcraft. I have that ranking system. Maybe if we get some downtime where we're traveling around, I absolutely would like to do that too. That'll be cool. Oh, is 27th not the page that we need? We need 25. Stupid lantern. All right, but we did get another crystal, so that's good. We're up to 5. As soon as I bragged about the drop rate, then we cooled down for a few kills. So these are the Venture Co. It's in a way, this is partly why I really like the quest design in Stranglethorn Vale, because it almost all of the quest lines are progressive. It has the 2 quest lines that I like most. The ones where it's progressive, such as all the hunt quests, the alligator quest, and the troll quests, the venture mining quests, where you kill a weaker version, then you kill a mid version, and then you either kill a hard version or a densely populated version or a cave or whatever, or you go off and go to fight an elite or a boss or whatever version. It's pretty... I like that progression. Dag-nabbit. Jeez, I'm trying to keep these two-handers. I'll drop this Electro Lantern, even though that's going to probably pop back up. So the Venture Co. follows that pattern too, because, you know, we started with some of the blue crystal shards off of the guys around Lake Nazfaridi. We also got some from the basilisks too. We got some of that. It's blue crystal. And then now we're going after the whole crystals themselves being mined by the little workers here. This is, I think, the finale of the... This one doesn't really have a finale. This is the hardest one because they're in the 40s. But I don't think there's like a finale for the Venture Co. The Alliance does it with the Kurzrin line too, and then the ones that aren't are like more complicated quest lines, like the Throne of the Tides one for the Alliance. So I just like the way they... Oh, I think they just fully missed me on that. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I guess we're just fighting these Venture Co. strip miners. I haven't gone deep enough into the game to find out how deep the Venture Co.'s destruction goes. We deal with it in Mulgore, where they are actively mining out Mulgore, and the Tauren don't like that. The other two starting, I don't think the other starting zones have it. Elwyn does not. Dun Morag, I don't believe does. The elves definitely not. Tristful, no. Duratard, no. Oh, we had a... Okay, I'll come back to him in a second. Another one of those electro lanterns. In a tough spot here. Yeah, I guess I'll just drink this potion. I knew that I was going to get another electro lantern. That's why I was kind of on the fence about dropping that one. Because I was like, they're going to stack. But my only other opportunity is dropping these mauls. And a level 45 maul, even gray, it's going to drop close to, if not over. It's going to sell for almost a gold. So I'm trying to keep that. But a lot of wasted gold by not running back and forth. There we go. We just need one more thing. Okay. I am going... He just summoned his stupid little minion. Okay, page 20 I don't have. That's part of chapter 3. 8, 16, yeah. Which I already have completed chapter 3. So... Bummer. Alright, let's go ahead and eat. Wish I could get these recipes out. That was a bad look on my part too. The Slumber Sand probably could go at this point. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, drink some of this water. I mean, I'm sitting on another healing potion too. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to drop this. We'll just keep bopping that off, bouncing back and forth. We just have one. We just need one more drop. That's the reason why I'm kind of trying to make it work. And we only need 2 pages, and we can get this stupid Stranglethorn quest out of the way. Page 20 is not one of them. We need page, let's see, 1, 4, 6. I don't know. It's maybe 5 is the other one. And then we need page 25. So we'll buy those if we have to at the end, or we'll have to farm them. Okay, so I'm going to just let, you know what, we'll go ahead and throw away those, because those only sell for silver. Alright, we did it. We got our final crystal. Now, this time, regardless of what happens in Gromgal, we're going to go back to Booty Bay to turn in a couple of those quests. We do have the giblets and stuff, but I want to finish having to go back and forth up to Gromgal. It looked like we did almost nothing on the last episode because of us not getting a chance to turn in. So this will overcorrect a little bit on this one. I'll try to give us a good time. Our other character got to level 50 by the end of this zone too. We will definitely hit 49 now that we're finally getting good XP again. But I don't know if we'll get to 50 because we've had a little bit different RNG experience. Also don't know, we're probably going to have to go there after we do Fairless because that Master Tribal, I don't know if we go Tribal, I don't know how it works with leatherworking. I honestly, in Classic, it's been a really long time since I picked leatherworking profession. And with my wife, when her and I play, I've decided to go alchemy again, herbalist, even because I want to go blacksmithing. That'd be cool. But I was alliance, so I was like, meh, I'm already doing that. I don't want to do that again. And that's also why I didn't go engineer, because I was like, that's what I'm doing on my other anniversary realm. Like, nah, I'm good. And leatherworking's kind of useless for a mage pally combo. So, that just really left me with alchemy. Or I could have been Tailor Enchanter, but she's the mage.
The Skullsplitters will curse the day they brought us to war. Is your task complete?
Okay, so I could get these boots, which are a pinch. They're mail. I would keep the strength and I would trade in 9 stam for 8 spirit, which is my preferred stat. And I would gain this armor. So I think it's time to do it. Oh, I didn't read that. Dang it. Split bone necklace. Let me go look up that quest. Sorry. Because I didn't read the turning completion thing. And he didn't read it either because he's a troll for whatever reason. It says,
Your strength is great to have gained these necklaces, Glee Console. The Skullsplitters fought to you like young saplings struck to earth by a basilisk. Your deeds are a boon to us.
so I'm gonna pull the band-aid off on the boots and get myself turned over to male boots finally. I do switch 9 stamina for 8 spirit. It's kind of not that great. But I gain a bunch of armor, especially. How much armor do I need for that quest? How many armor kits? Look and see. Just 6. So I'm fine on that. So I can continue to use them. All right, and then that was Split Bone Necklace completed. So let's go back over to here. I ran Zul'Farrak. I've pretty much done it. I've done all the Alliance stuff, including saving Sharpbeak and getting the Ancient Egg for Sunken Temple. And I've ran Zul'Farrak on my Horde, and today I will plan on going back and doing the Summoning Shadra part and getting the egg for my Horde character. That's the goal for today. And then that means by tomorrow, I should be starting a new zone finally. I've been stuck on Tanaris for a while. I'll be starting Searing Gorge, which also means that Tanaris and Zul'Farrak will be open to us. So we've been playing this in a way it's where it's allowed me to catch back up and gain some of that. What we were off. What the heck did I just do? There we go. Skullsplitter. Looking for more, as you what I just pasted was me looking for group yesterday. Looking for Zul'Farrak. That's the last thing I copy pasted. Okay, there we go. So we just turned in Skullsplitter Tusks and gained nothing else for it.
Although my own flesh boils over my skull, I can still smell your fear. You will never complete my task. I do not want to believe it, but I cannot deny what you have done, and my rage eases now that Anathik is defeated. Your might will drive you to great deeds, Reconsole, but one day I will see you in the Nether, and we will again match strength. I will be waiting.
Okay, so because we defeated both, speaking with Nesliak and speaking with Gan'zulah, completed with that. Now they can help us find, I guess, a little better. That's kind of down the chain there. They can help us find Yenniku. Nesliak is the one that speaks, though.
You have appeased myself and my chief, so I will tell you that which you seek to discover. Young Yenniku is lost to his clan. He was taken by the witch doctor Zanzil the Outcast. Now Zanzil controls him body and soul, and only the most potent magic could set him free. A magic that you do not have, Shaman. Perhaps your Dark Spear allies can offer a hope of Yenniku's salvation, but that I doubt.
Okay, and the quest, this is a quick one. Hey, just go, it's a Lady Gleecon special. Go right next door, 2 inches away, and talk to Ken Wheatley.
Zanzil the Outcast. If Yenniku is held by that troll, a vile and powerful witch doctor, then I fear that only a faint hope remains. Faint and tiny as the smallest insect, but still, it is hope.
Okay, so that's a quickie. Dang it. I don't like it when I do that. And he gives us one called the Singing Crystals. So there is kind of a finale on the crystal line if you're Horde.
Legends tell of a jewel hidden deep in the heart of Stranglethorn. We call it the Mind's Eye, and it has great powers. If you gain this eye, then perhaps we can use it to bring lost Yenniku back from the darkness. I will consult with the spirits of the jungle to find the Mind's Eye. While I do this, you enter the Crystal Vein Mine southeast of here and gather pulsing blue shards from Ironjaw basilisks.
The shards are rare, but we will need their magic to bend the minds at your will. So this is a different path. So this is called the Singing Crystals. This is a different path to get Myzoth, basically. Mind's Eye and Myzoth are basically the same quest. So we picked up Singing Crystals. So we're going to have to go right there. That's sort of borderline. We'll be able to handle it. It's just killing some basilisks. That's not that hard. Okay, let's go ahead and sell a little bit to this guy. Alright, so yeah, see, over a gold for that. And we got 2 of them. Let's get those waffle stompers out of here. I think I'm okay with all this stuff. So I don't think we really did any converting of armor. Of leather, I mean. Nope. But we can, just for fun, make the heavy silk just to get those out of the bag. Jeez Louise. The mage weave and the wool were a little bit screwed on. I messed this up on that one. But yeah, silk, sure. We're already good on that. Mage weave, I didn't mess this up. We just are still collecting that. I think we need a pretty good amount of mage weave to turn in those quests. And then I think Runecloth is repeatable, but we'll get there. You can get all the way to 300 with Mage Weave too. So Mage Weave will be our friend for some time as we seek to finish this out. There we go. Okay, we'll sell that, and I sell the single right there too. Okay, and these 2 guys all sit here. All right, so now we're going to go to fly down to Booty Bay to turn in a couple others that we've been sitting on for a little bit of time. I think we bought everything in this little base, right? And we got the raptor, the ability to cook raptor. Yeah, we did.
Where would you like to fly to?
Down to Booty Bay. All right, so when we go down to Booty Bay, we have to turn in a couple, but there are still a few left. Kind of on the fence. So in the time it would take us, this is closer if we go that way. But I kind of think I might work my way up, at least for this part. I don't know, because they're gonna get us. I want to buy Frost Oil. I don't. That could be for a quest. We really do need those pulsing blue shards, but that's also like taking us. That Myzoth quest is real endgame material. So I might wait. We might wait on that one. Just let that sit there for just a pinch. Scaring Shaky and the Stranglethorn Fever is right up there too. So is the Princess Puba. Kind of getting there. All right, it might be time to start some of the. Is that guy there? Yeah, he is. Those guys are hard. I'm saving those. We'll save those for a little later. All right, what do we got going on here? So here is the Skullsplitter Tusks.
Tough buggers, aren't they? Well, have you had any luck? Sorry to seem impatient, but this has been a huge thorn in my side. Well?
Ah, good work, good work. Ah, though you could have done a better job cleaning off the... Well, no matter, no matter. My thanks to you, adventurer. Our operation will no doubt see increased output and productivity thanks to your help. Good, now on to other matters.
Okay, so there are no other matters for us. We're cool. Actually, that was stinking Skullsplitter Tusks right there. So that's the wrong one. What was the other one we turned in? Darn it. Let's scroll back up. It was Split Bone Necklace. This one. So this one should have been Split Bone Necklace. Got it. Okay. All right. So I think Trend Wreck we're not picking up right now. That's breadcrumb for Zul'Farrak, so I'm not worried about that. And yeah, we're just going to kind of look around. We should have the space now to pick up pretty much every quest out here. That guy's not offering his services yet. We head out over this way. I don't know. I know Excelsior is out here, so we can go look at that. That should just be done now. Is this guy again? Herbalist. We don't need that. Boucher's Cauldron. Bobby Boucher. Water sucks. Alright, here we go. We can turn in Excelsior.
Yo!
I read somewhere that the saltwater crocodilists are slowly dying out. Bad news for my business, isn't it? Anyway, I hope you have that elder saltwater crocodile skin for me.
Great. Thanks to your help, I'll have this order filled and sent off to Director Riddlevox on the next boat to Undermine. Ahead of schedule, even. For all your hard work here. I made some extras, so take a pair. It's on Drizzlick. And remember, there's no boot so fine as one of Drizzlick's Excelsior line.
Yeah, we're going to sell that right away. Although, those are pretty solid boots. Again, a lot of rogue hunter, rogue feral druid stuff. But that was our remaining lowest level quest, so I always love knocking those out. Now we're kind of screwed because it's the chapters in the Stranglethorn book. And there's just no easy knocking those out. They're going to sit there for a while. All right, so that venture company mining, I know we have that, but that did open up another slot. We just opened up 2 slots. So I don't think there's anything else up here. So now it's kind of working our way back down, and we'll work our way to the inn and just see. But I'm going to save we'll pick up whatever, but we're going to save the elite stuff for the end. Alrighty. In here, oh, my girl's too tall. Yep, nothing going on there. The blade, that's for the Alliance. That dude, no. Okay, back on the ground level. Here we go with Venture Company Mining.
Do you have those crystals? I need them. I mean, I need to know the evil venture company is losing ground in Stranglethorn. Because, you know, we honest folk have to make a living.
Great. Wonderful. I can get a bundle for these. That venture company sure picked the wrong jungle to mine in, didn't they? We'd all be in better shape if they moved out of here. Thank you, adventurer. You've done a good deed this day.
Okay. So we now have Venture Company Mining. That is the next lowest one, not counting the books. So good. Knocking him out. And he doesn't give us another one either. So we're really opening up the old inventory here, and I love that. So let's pick up this one so that we have another reason to go to Hinterlands.
Old Hinterlands just in the distance. Thought the seas was going to swallow us whole. Old Slim knows all about liquid courage. Captain had a crate of pupilly verbose port he commandeered from a privateer en route to Stormwind, so when that storm off of Hinterlands hit, I busted into the grog. Big wave hit and tossed them bottles overboard. Captain is going to give me a taste of the cat if you don't help me get him back.
Taste of the cat, like the cat of nine tails. Gonna lash him. So we're gonna pick that up. What's that one called? Whiskey Slim's Lost Grog. Where be that? That's a unique one. I mean, there we go. I was going to say, it's one of the highest level Stranglethorn quests, even though it's easy as heck. But we have now 2 of the 3 reasons we're going to need to go to Hinterlands. Cortolo's Riddle being the 3rd. Let's go. Akiris by the Bundle. That's a low level one that we've been sitting on. So this is one that just needs to get taken care of.
You looking for work, adventurer? I might have some if you're up for a little challenge. I got a friend named Groy who makes a killing selling what the Naga call Akiris reed. It's some kind of valuable ocean reed. Not too sure what it's for, but he pays well for bundles of the stuff. You bring me 10 stalks of the stuff, and we'll have business to do. The Naga were last seen along the beach to the north of here.
Okay, so Akiris by the Bundle. If you do this as Horde, there's no follow-up to it. The Alliance, for whatever reason, gets a follow-up breadcrumb quest, or doesn't. I don't know what the story is there, but it's whatever. Okay, so just a few. Stoli's debt. We can now pick that one up. It's worth investigating, even though we haven't finished the other Stoli line.
My old buddy Stoli owes me a very special bottle of rum. He tends the bar at Steamweedleport in Tanaris.
So there you go. Now we have a reason to go to Tanaris.
Longer than anything we can find in Booty Bay. He's so confident that he says if I try that rum and don't agree with him, then he'll double the money he owes me. Well, I think he's not as confident as he was when last we spoke, and now he's afraid to give me that rum. But I don't back down from wagers. So why don't you talk to him for me?
And that one will help us out with, where's Stoli? There you go, Stoli's debt. If we have to hunt buzzard wings for one of those giants, that's going to help us out with that. We might not have to, because we will search the auction house when it comes time, but all right. Just a couple quests left to pick up here. There is First Mate Kraz. I don't know where exactly. He's somewhere around here. He might be... Is that him right there? Yeah, it is. Okay, so this will start the Bloodsail Buccaneer line.
Seem eager to work, matey. Not sure why
Matey?
some land-loving person adventurer is offering help to the Blackwater Raiders, but I'm not going to turn you away. Our ship just docked here in Booty Bay, and word has it that our rivals, those damn dirty Bloodsail Buccaneers, have been spotted all over southern Stranglethorn. All the boys are too busy hitting the grog and looking for ladies. What I need is a scout. Check the cove just north of Booty Bay along the Savage Coast and see what you find.
So now you can see we're kind of opening up these things in the south, but that is called Bloodsail Buccaneers Part 1. Okay, so that starting to get us ready on that quest line. All right, and there's only one more we can really pick up here in the little camp. There's a couple in the area. Cortella's Riddle comes when we're... Monogram Sash is when we're ready to fight the pirates, and then going to get Princess Puba. That's another one too, but I'm not really very worried about any of those. Let's just go get the captain's chest just to put it in the quest log.
Greetings.
I used to sail a ship from here all the way to Ratchet in Kalimdor. I was a successful captain with a sterling reputation until those cursed sea giants ruined me. They smashed my ship, killed my crew, and sent me on a lifeboat to Booty Bay. And one of the giants, Gorlash, stole my captain's chest. Said he wanted it for a snuff box, the nerve. I hear Gorlash wanders the coast east of here. Find him and get back my chest. Do that and you'll have earned the captain's gratitude.
Be careful.
All right, so that's the captain's chest. That's a tougher one. I do not know at all if we're going to be able to... I'm already in my mind trying to figure out how are we going to do this. Now, you can use geography to kite. So first, let's go get the Bloodsail Buccaneers. That's a really low one. It's right up north. I feel like we'll make our way up. We'll complete this pack. I'm not as worried about... We'll see how I feel about seeing crystal shards, but we can at least go get this easy peasy. Buccaneers one out of the way. We still have a few open quests, which is perfect because there's a few out there. There's 2 out there, but plus 1 more because Up to Snuff will open up. But a lot of these will also close off. It'll be really quick, one and done. The pirate guy is right there, so I mean the giant. I will consider going that way. Perilous Sweet Nectar. There's like a pack. There's the Bloodsail Buccaneers. Little piece of paper we have to work. Oh man. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to get them all to come close and stop hitting me with fire. Since I was forced to kind of fight all 3 at once. Alright. Cool. I'm going to... Let's get that well-fed buff going again. What do we have? This is a 12... That's just the interesting life rejuve one. Those ones are kind of better. There you go. The Clamlet Surprise is a good one. Okay, we still have to clear out these few because even though Pretty Boy Duncan is a quest guy, it's just... And we'll have to come kill him later. Alright, there we go. Hey, you Bloodsail Mage. What's up? Nothing special. Hey, Pretty Boy Duncan. Okay, so... I don't know why they do that to me. Alright, so we cleared out that little mini camp. Wasn't very tough. We got page 27. One of the ones we already have. On top of the barrel, you discover a map with some hastily written text on it, along with some coins. This is part 2 of the Buccaneers. The map shows Booty Bay with a red X drawn precisely at the spot where you are standing. The scribbled text reads, "You men are to secure a camp at this location and keep quiet. Wait for the signal from the southern command post before attacking. If anyone approaches you, kill them." So we're going to bring that info back to First Mate Kraz. Before we do that, let's go get these Akiri bundles. Okay, so... We did Bloodsail Buccaneers 1 already. Bam, bam. Bong, bong. And that allowed us to pick up step 2 in the chain. I think it's a 5-part chain. Okay, but the Akiri bundles are right this way. This is where we kill Naga for whatever reason. This is the one Naga killing part of the zone. And the Naga here are... all hopped up on Akiri, whatever the Akiri bundles are. We're trying to save money. Also, the goal is to get above 90. I just, for the first time, my character is level 55. My mage is 55. And I just got a mount yesterday because I was so pot committed to enchantment. I was DEing everything I could. I was buying every enchanting recipe, really trying to build myself a full library, a suite of disenchant stuff. I mean, enchanting gear, and I'm pretty successful, but still, I'm only like maybe level like 250 something of an enchanter. I still don't even have everything, not even close. I'm not hitting him with the frost because I feel like... Okay, we got page 16, which is not the page I wanted. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, so here he is running around and tagging multiple. Jerk. Whatever. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, I guess he's not a jerk. He's just trying to get 2 of them, and if he feels like he can fight 2, good for him. These guys do... The drop rate's not great. There is almost always some competition for these Akiris reads. But yeah, so anyway, I was doing... It was when I was... We got our second one. I guess we got one I didn't notice. So it was when I went to go do Saving Sharpbeak yesterday morning. I was like, "Hey guys, you know, I just put it out in group and general chat in the zone. I was like, I'm gonna go do the egg and Saving Sharpbeak. My plan was to suicide run to the ancient egg if needed, and then Saving Sharpbeak is pretty easy. I was like I can, because like I said, my guy's 55. So a couple of rogues, one a level 60, one a level low 40s, wanted to join in. So we went and three-manned it, and it was fine. And the level 60 rogue, when we were all done, was like, "Hey, can I get a port?" After we go turn in the Saving Sharpbeak quest. So I was like, "Yeah, sure, I don't care." Oh, yeah. I was like, but so they all start. So they mount up and they start running back there. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna take me a minute though because I don't have a mount. I was like, but I'll be there, and when I get there, I'll port you. And the guy's like, "Oh man, why don't you have a mount?" And I said, I focused so hard on disenchanting that I basically made this character broke. And he asked me how short I was, and I told him the truth, which was I have about 60 gold, so I was about 30 gold short. And he's like, well, I'll tell you what, I will give you a 30 gold tip for porting me. And I had a little small stack of those winter squid, because those are not really, for a mage, I don't care about the agility buff that comes from eating it, but I had it from when I did the Christmas quest and I was maxing out my fishing. So I gave him that too. So he gave me 30 gold and I gave him a small stack of cooked winter squid and a port. And so it's pretty good, and I promptly went and got myself a horse. So my mage now has one. So now this is my only character that doesn't have a mount, and she is right in that same boat. She's about 25 gold short. She's level 48, so she's definitely behind on the times. And we'll just have to see where we can get. Can we get out of there? She's gotten close. I don't think she's in as bad a shape as my mage. We'll get there. We just leveled up, so everything between now and level 50 is going to be all gravy. And she also has Ghost Wolf form, so that makes it a lot less painful. Ghost Wolf form gives you 40%, so it's not quite as good as a mount, but it's not too shabby. It's 2/3, so she's 2/3 of a mount. Okay, we're halfway done with the Akiris, by the way. And this will just be a wham bam. Like, once we go back to Booty Bay, that's it. We can just turn this in. What we're going to do after this is fight all of these gorillas to get the gorilla fangs, the aged gorilla sinew, and the gorilla fangs, aged gorilla sinew, and the giblets that we need to scare Shaky. And then I think we will continue going north. Actually, we'll do Stranglethorn Fever at that time. And then we'll continue going north and get those pulsing blue shards, because we're going to have to go back up to turn the sinew at Gromgal base camp. So we might as well. Oh, why is this just sitting here? Did I not loot this guy? I sure didn't, and there was a reed waiting for me, so that's cool. Or else I tagged him and the warlock killed him. Something like that. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, the hunting grounds are not very large. So this quest is usually, there's some competition. There's that warlock again, Soul Draft. So this is pretty cool. So over the next week, we'll be finishing this zone here and there. I told you guys my plan on the last episode for how to get some. We'll get at least 3 episodes done. My goal is to get at least 3 long episodes done and at least 1 short one. So on this schedule right now, over the next 2 months, my plan is to get at least 4 episodes put out a week, 3 long plays, 1 side canon lore, and potentially more. I want to try to get the Patreon episodes. So the first priority past that is to squeeze a Patreon when it, but that always is going to go second to some of my other, like, that's a lower priority on the list. But I've it's been a couple weeks since I've done one, and I want to get through that Altair's Chronicles DS game that I'm about halfway through. I want to finish that. That's the key to keeping projects like this going. You can't let them stagnate too long, and then it's just too easy to let it leave your consciousness, or it becomes such a chore because you feel like you've got to relearn how to play or re-get yourself back into the story. That game is so story light, I'm not worried about the story. There is an Orc Warrior. Killing. So we have basically 3 accounts total. Us and 2 others that we are competing with for these Akiris. Now they might be, no, I was going to say they might be going for the water, but no, that's Alliance only. Cool, we got our 8th Akiri. Okay, I gave them a little heal. Okay. But it was getting a little low on them, so they could use a heal. Alright, and we're just here for our last 2 reads. There we go, we got 1. Okay. There's a chest over there. I'll leave it for the warrior. I'll clear out the grounds for the warrior to get it. Okay, we need 1 more read, and then we're going to move on. We're not going to move back to camp. We're just going to move on. What's this? Oh, 16, which we won't need. Come on. Now, also, humanoids are what drop the pages, basically. Supposedly you can get them from whatever. I don't think I've seen them drop from a non-humanoid. I mean, I'm sure I have seen it at some point in time, but I cannot recall anytime recently. Drop rate must be like way, way, way lower. Our bag space is still okay right now, too. Did not get any there. Oh, they did go to that water. I don't know what you need the water for on Horde. I know there's that Sweet Amber quest line. If you're Alliance. Maybe they just went to check it out over there. I don't know. But also, nobody wants to pair up on these because they're not a shared drop. So it doesn't really behoove you other than the fact that you can kill them a little faster. But there's no real benefit to teaming up. Okay, we got the last Akiris read. I'm going to go ahead and drop that and leave it there to be tagged by others. Well, that was not my goal. I did not want to jump that far down like that. But, okay. I mean, like, that Naga's chasing me, too. Okay, so we are... I guess I'm cool. Now, what's over here? So now we're in Gorilla Land. So we need multiple things from gorillas out here. We need the giblets. We need the horns, because the horns, I think it's... How many are required? I don't remember. 10 fangs, I mean? And we need... Oh, but we can skin these, so we're trading. We're now losing our chance to get pages, but we're going to go back to getting points for skinning. Okay. We need 5 giblets. We need to get 1 sinew drop. And we need, I believe it's 10 fangs. Okay, so we got the aged gorilla sinew, instantly first drop, and we got a gorilla fang. So, good drop so far. Good first kill. I don't know if that's a rare drop or what the deal was, but now that's ready. That enchantment's ready to be. Okay, now we got a giblet. That's what's also nice about Stranglethorn. This is one of the first... Now, in retail, they do this all the time now, but where you could just knock off so many birds with 1 stone, that feeling is really nice. It makes you feel like you're really maximizing your efforts and time. And they didn't respect that a lot in the original... I don't know what those gorilla hairs are for. They're white, so they're for something. Usually that means a recipe, but it could also be a quest turn-in at some point. I guess we could look it up if we really wanted to. We're crushing these guys, too. These gorillas are... We're whooping them. Okay, we got a giblets again. The fangs are going to be what we, I think, struggle on. This is... Last time we didn't, when we did this with Lee Contessa, we had a pretty good drop rate on the fangs. I think by the time we finished doing what we needed, we had pretty much had our fangs. That hasn't been my experience most times, so I just think we got good RNG on that one. I will go and talk to the dude, too, to check it out and see if it's 8 or 10 what we need. Like, we'll slowly make our way up to Witch Doctor Umbagwa. Yeah, we're getting a lot of gorilla hair. Coarse gorilla hair. Looking for anything Blackrock depths and up. I mean, that's just, you're pretty much looking for endgame dungeons. Blackrock depths, I think, is like a 59 dungeon. So you're basically looking for the endgame dungeons. I think he got me. I was turned around a little bit. And when they hit you with that, then you get a dazed effect on you. When you look at Wowhead, you can look at... I hear someone skinning, too. That Night Elf is not only hunting my gorillas, they're also skinning them. Okay, we got our third giblet, but we're really getting jobbed on the fangs right now. I mean, it looks cool when you have a panther. What's his name? Gary Laser Eye. What the heck? I think he resisted my lightning shield. Oh, he's going to join in. Cool. Okay, we got a second fang. I don't know why I cannot attack that one. I mean, maybe there's like a... it's because of the tree. Sometimes when there's like something in the foreground that I can't quite see. Alright, we have 2 gorilla fangs thus far. And I do believe it's 10 that we need. But we're going to check. And do we have our... No, we still need 2 more giblets. So it's not... We're still in a good spot. Yeah, look, they come help each other pretty quickly. So I don't know if that's just a thing. That's part of their script. They have a, like, greater assist radius trigger. Okay, we got our 4th giblets. Fangs are eluding us. I'm pretty sure I could find a few, at least 1 to 2 fangs off of every gorilla. If it was me out there, maybe I mean, my person's a skilled skinner, too. And they're having a hard time getting teeth out of these dead gorilla mouths. Ooh, we got a thick leather on that one. Take that. I'll take that. Yes, I will. Hey, gorilla boy. Maybe because they're elder. They don't have teeth. They have dentures. Oh my gosh. It's painful to hear. It is painful, I gotta say. It is painful when I look down, and it's gotten to the point because I'm trying to be a good boy and not participate and not take the bait. That's like my New Year's resolution. Among all of the other ones, I usually just throw like 1,000 resolutions at the wall. Why not? And then we'll just see if any of them stick. I'm gonna be more, you know, whatever. I'm gonna watch what I eat. I'm gonna I'm gonna be a nicer person. But when I look down and I see the political talk, I just, at this point, I just like, ugh, like giant, yeah, 10, we need 10. Giant internal eye roll. Oh God, please stop talking. All right, I'm throwing out these spotty yellowtail. I'm throwing out this extra 3 fish oil. Let's throw out page 16. Now we have to start throwing trash out. I want to look up the coarse gorilla hair and see what that does. But we only have 2 stinking... We still need 1 giblets, and we only have 2. Fangs. Really painful. On the fang front. Angry Dad crew. I don't know if there's a better drop rate. I think actually the best drop rate are the gorillas down on Sky Island down there, if you really wanted to go out of your way. Okay, we got our final giblet. We also got a 3rd fang. So now it's just fang hunting time. and at least we get to skin them all. All right. After this, I have a choice. I guess we could do the pulsing. Yeah, we'll go up and do the pulsing blue shards because we're gonna have to go up there anyway. Unfortunately, my gorillas are not appearing on my questy helper anymore because I got all the quest parts done. We need them for the... of course, gorilla hair. We need them for that thing, but it's still not counting. We need them for the... It's Stranglethorn Fever, I think, is the one that we're trying to work on, which is actually a pretty tough quest, because this is the one... I want to do it, though. It's really fun. That's the one where we have to fight the different waves. I'm distracted by the people in chat. I really just going to rip my eyes away from it. So yesterday I made some Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Well, kind of. Not really. I would just call them like a grilled steak sandwich, because for it to be Philly cheesesteak, you need a big roll. You need cheese whiz. Man, I do not know why they want to give me all this gorilla hair. What am I going to do with pounds of gorilla hair? Oh, there's an invisible panther right there. There's Psycho Bob 2. He's the second Psycho Bob. Wah. Okay, we're gonna go back across the river, the road. The Foot River. Alright. There's Job. Must be an Arrested Development fan. Criminally underrated show. I love it. One of my favorite shows of all time. The problem with comedy shows is that they just don't age as well as other types of shows. Some of them last quite a while, like The Office still holds up pretty much today. It has aged. There's some that it just hasn't aged quite as well, but it's still pretty dang good. There we go. Fang 4, 6 to go. Yikes. We have not been having good RNG on this character. I mean, I guess the Akiris, we did okay just now on that, so it's kind of like you remember the bad things more than you remember the good things in life. The hurts so much more than the... watching football as a football fan is a microcosm of that for me, because so many times, my team will win, team that I root for, I don't own a team, will win, and either I'm like fatigued and exhausted in the way that they won, or the stress that it came down to the wire, or I'll very, very quickly be like, well, okay, on to the next game. Let's think about the next win. Whereas when you get a loss, a lot of the times I'm just dwelling on it, miserable about it. It's such an unhealthy thing. There we go. We got a 5th Fang. However, when you get the biggest, and the biggest, I'll say that the biggest wins and the biggest losses, the most memorable ones, they do seem to stick equally as well. Like the coolest football memories I have, which there are less of them than the painful ones. That's just because of the franchise that I follow. They do leave a lasting memory, and I guess you just chase that because it's a good feeling to get something so positive that lasts so long. And sports is one good way to do it. Of course, you could get it in life too, but it's so hard to it's so, at least with sports, it's scheduled. You know when your chances are. You don't know. That's not how life works. You don't know what's going to happen. You know, you don't know when, even the only two things that are life rated that pop into my mind are family related. Whether that's romance or whether that's like your children or career related. And with career, both of those things, it's a little different because with the career, even if you have a positive career thing, a promotion, a new job, whatever, something really awesome happened at work, it is then your reward is that it's followed by more work. You then have to continue to work and prove it and earn it or whatever. So by the way, we just got our 6th thing. And with family, whether that's kids or romantic relationships, it's followed by the grind of being a partner or being a parent or being a whatever family member, putting in the work. It's kind of like being a citizen. You know, people get all riled up about who gets voted into office, and they talk and chat all the time and blah blah blah. And at the end of the day, that stuff does matter. I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but being a member of a successful democracy, a successful government system, one that you can be proud of, one that you think makes the world better, that's a lunch pail. It's a lunch pail situation. You really, really want to make the world better. It's not based on, sure, get out there and vote. That's one small piece. There's 364 other days that you better go out there. Actually, usually it's a leap year on an election year usually, but that you got to get out there and work. You got to, I mean, I can say it right now as someone that works within the system. Doesn't matter. We got our 7th thing. It doesn't matter who's in office. It doesn't matter what the political climate is. It doesn't matter the constituents that I serve in my immediate area at the state level. It doesn't matter. You gotta grind every day, and you gotta do it for the world, not for whoever your boss is, whether or not, whatever type of field you work in. You gotta do it for yourself. Okay, 8 fangs, 2 to go. That means we're getting close to doing this very challenging mission here. So that's my soapbox or whatever, and I think the same thing goes for all this. I don't know how it all gets into how it all ties into the highs and lows. I can't remember how my meandering brain works, but chalk it up to me just being old. I'm not technically a boomer, even though people like to throw that phrase around a lot, but I'll even say it about myself self-deprecatingly. Some old boomer like me. I think baby boomers are technically born in like the 50s. I think I missed baby boomer by which is what boomer is short for. I think I missed it by 30 years or whatever. All right, so as we prep, for whatever reason, we need these fangs. I don't exactly track the magic here, but if we get enough, particularly 10, specifically 10, if we get 10 fangs, this troll witch doctor will be able to put them in his cauldron and summon the big bad wolf of gorillas here. It's I don't know exactly what the story is, how the magic works, but we're gonna help him do it. We're gonna have to be fully buffed. You have to fight 3 waves. All 3 are tough. After the second wave, we are gonna run away and let the guy die. And then we're going to come back in and blitz hardcore against the troll witch doctor. I mean against the head guy, because the final time when he appears with like 4 or 5 other gorillas without having a party to help you. There's no way you're going to beat it. So we're going to have to make sure we have some open inventory spots. Yeah, we still need, I think, 2 gorilla fangs. We're getting good on, we only need 8,000 XP. So we're getting very close to leveling up. Hang, that's a chipped gorilla tooth, not the right kind. And then somehow the heart of that boss gorilla is going to be able to be used to save our friend that has a sickness, a disease back in Booty Bay. Okay. And there's a lot of elder gorillas. I don't know where all the babies are. The heart of Mokh is what we need from Mokh the Savage. Okay, we got our 9th gorilla fang. That's fantastic. Just need 1 more fang. Any gorilla can be the last one. I'm a little bit worried. I want to run Maraudon too. I need to get close to that. When am I going to run it? That's Chipped Gorilla Tooth. After Fairless. So I'm going to run Searing Gorge. Because already, when I tried to run... when I ran Zul'Farrak with my 55 Druid, people were like, why are you running Zul'Farrak at level 55? And I have a feeling I'm going to get some of that same kind of pushback for Maraudon. I have not run Maraudon in Classic in a long time. I've ran through it in retail, but it has been a long time since I've run it. And I was just thinking too, we're like halfway through the cycle almost of War Within, and I mean, I guess not really. We're like a quarter of the way, and I still have not played it. I don't think I've ever done this before, where I have actively been playing World of Warcraft, but just sat out an expansion. I'm gonna get there though. Time will fly when we switch over to retail. And I haven't quite decided how I want to play retail myself. If I want to jump right into Burning Crusade, or if we're gonna hit. Thank goodness we got the final fang. Alright, I have 1 open spot still right now, and I'm going to ditch this gorilla hair stack. Also, maybe not the large fang. Alright, so I am going to... What's this guy's name? I feel like this is kind of mutually beneficial. I'm going to basically put out there that this is what we're about to do. And that way, if anyone needs it, they can join in on us. All right, so let's see. What do we have here? I can use my final charge of Call of the Raptor. That will help. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. Okay, that buys me a few minutes. And I'm going to do a well-fed buff. Again, that'll help get me a little bit. That's all I have. I don't have a lot of buffs right now, unfortunately. So, go ahead and stick a heavy leather stack up there. Okay. Alright, so we're going to look at this Stranglethorn Fever thing. So he says,
Which Dr. Umbagwa know what Mokh the Savage like? Yes, yes, me speak with spirit and make he come, I do. But other gorilla beast like spirit talking too. You protect Witch Dr. Umbagwa, and I make he come to you. Witch Dr. Umbagwa wants something first. You bring 10 gorilla fangs, and me start spirit talking.
Alright, we're going to do it. I'm going to go defense on this one. And
Witch Doctor Umbagwa like Gorilla Fang. For you I talk to spirits. Make Mok the Savage come. You protect Witch Doctor Umbagwa from other gorilla beasts though, or no Mok for you.
Alright, so we're going to sit here. I'm also going to have to eat a fruitcake on the way. There are 2. He's going to summon them, I suppose. Yep. There are 3 waves. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit the bursting things to get them going. Yeah, I don't know why having such a hard time. There we go. I got a crit on that one. Okay, we're going to continue to drop these totems. Now you can basically take your time. Got another Gorilla Fang. That's why I'm going to skin these people. Oh no, I'm not going to skin them. Screw it. Okay, so now we sit there and I eat the fruit cake. Because that's a quick restore on my time here. Okay. Okay. So somebody took it out. Yeah, so they are taking out that fire one over and over again. I wish that was just a little bit better. Okay, I think we can get this going. I'll use a potion if I have to. Okay, so now things are getting a little bit low. That guy's getting a little bit enraged. Yikes. Okay, so now we're down to 2. Okay. So after this one, this is where we get the heck out of there. I'm not going to let any of these stay. These guys are really getting me. Stinking enraged gorillas. Okay, I'm going to go after my lightning on this one. That'll help speed the whole process up, actually. Okay, last one. Okay, so now what I do is I have to get out of there, go off to the side to where they don't aggro me. Okay. And, oh man. Oh, Mok the Savage came by himself. No! So I gotta let them... I don't know why they aggroed me. And I'm gonna need to have them replenish. Dang it. Okay, good. So now he's gonna run back up there. We don't want to be too far away. And then I need to get in there good. Okay, so they're gonna try to kill him. Okay. So they got him. And that's okay. As long as you wait, you make him wait until the last round, it's okay. Okay, we're gonna get... That's it, we just need to get the... Okay, now we get out of here. Alright, so I got the Heart of Mok, and then now we're getting the heck out of Dodge. Perfect. We did it. So, that's cool. And that's kind of how I've done it every time. That's how I recommend anybody that wants to do that quest solo to do it. Just survive those first 2 waves, which in itself can be tricky. Obviously, it helps to be a few levels. It's a 45 quest, so to be a few levels higher helps. We just did Stranglethorn Fever repeatable, though, while we were in the midst of that. So let's pick it up and finish it. So that one's done. All right, so now we're going to head out to the Pulsing Blue Shards. Pick that up. We did not get Smot's chest. This is the easiest of the 3 Gorlash I could try. What I'm worried about is Gorlash. He's strong. We are about to level up to 49 too. It'd be cool to get that one more. Not that the crit for my healing 1% is going to be that big of a difference, but the overall level equation might be a little more helpful. We could also wait and do a run where we get all the elites in one go. Either way, that's for what we just did was kind of the finale. Not finale, but that's probably the hardest thing we're going to do on this episode today. So yeah, we got at least just another solid half hour or so to do for today's episode. So we have time to do a little bit more, but we'll probably end up doing is using that time to get us in the neighborhood of like just working more on pirates. I don't know what is going on with these Basilisk here. There's a Basilisk cave back here. This is where we need to get our next tier. We do have a few open spots. That's cool because we used some of our Gorilla Fang. I want to look up what that coarse Gorilla hair is for. Pretty sure we can skin the Basilisks. It is not any of these Thrash Tails. It has to be the Basilisks in the cave. It's cool that you can see the guys turn to stone. Nice little touch, Blizz. Okay, so now as we enter this cave, we're looking for these guys, these Iron Jaw. I actually think there's a couple different kinds. Oh, that's actually a rare. Let's fight that guy. So I'm going to try to clear this little area. And we're going to try to get Scale Belly too. I don't know if I fought him or not before. Another thing, power leveling. I guess I shouldn't judge that, you know. People are willing to pay if there's a market. And if that's what you want to pay for someone to level your character. Okay. What can I say? Nice thick leather on these is good. It's just not my cup of tea, personally. Alright, so we got one pulsing blue shard right off the first one. I do not think it's 100% drop rate, but yeah, there we go. We got a second one, and it did not give us. Try to pull this guy without Scale Belly. Good. I want to get myself... I want to fight Scale Belly, even though it says he can't drop the shard. Level 45 rare. Had to use some magic. It was getting a little too dicey there. Alright, I'm gonna drop him. Let's go ahead and buff up. And that's fine. I'm gonna drink one of these juices, and then we're gonna drop my totem zone and pull Scale Belly. And then see how this one goes. He's got another one that might come with him. There's not a lot I can do. If they're that close, then I'm screwed either way. So I might as well just pull them on my own terms here. One of the big things I'm worried about is the fact that
It's too far away.
okay, he did not pull. I did not pull the other one, so that's great. Fantastic. So then we just kind of look and yeah, I was gonna say if I can stun him on one. That didn't work. So Crystal Flesh, I don't know what the heck he just did to me. But he took my Searing Totem out while he was at it. Cool. Oh, it's just resistance leggings. Mine are so good. I'm not gonna do it, but I guess I'm gonna drop this Coarse Gorilla Hair. Okay, we need 2 more pulsing blue shards. But I mean that's I guess neat. Fire and frost resistant male leggings. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about those. With no other stat boosts, and it resists fire and frost, so it's not specialized in one thing. Kind of weird. Like, when are you going to want to go into an instance where you want both at the same time? I don't know. Maybe there's a thing. Okay, we got our second one. We are down to just needing 1. And yeah, so this is not too bad. These Ironjaw Basilisks are, I mean, they're kind of a decent level. Level 44, 44, 43, and 44. Didn't get one on that one. But it seems like the drop rate's pretty good. There's some silver vein back there. We don't need that. Alright, so after this, we're going to run back to Gromgal Camp. This is part of the mock... Actually, this is more of these... Oh, this is the guy that... This quest is because, for whatever reason, this is going to help us focus the mind's eye. Dang it, he crystal fleshed me for 14 seconds? Thank goodness he didn't last. Okay, we got our last thing. I was going to say 14 seconds, that's like a death sentence. But I guess if they attack you, it breaks it, so that's good. Now, my Zoth... That's going to be very hard to get to on my own. Look at them already spawned back. Jeez. That's annoying. That's too many. To run through 3 of these guys, that's too much. Especially when I could use the XP. We need 3,200 XP. We're 100% going to get that just from turning in the quests that we have. We have 17 out of 20 quests in our log.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. Then I'll get rid of these large fangs. Even though I do think you need those for leatherworking. Oh well. I mean, I'm really doing this also for the XP. It's pretty good. 300 to 400, 300 to 500 in that range each time. Pretty good. Okay. All right, I'm gonna kill this one more, and then that will allow me a runway to turn into my wolf and start running back to camp. Then we'll fly back from camp, probably, and go turn those in. He's gonna want us to go into my Zoths. I'm not. I just don't want that right now. Yeah, we need those turtles too, but that's... We're not going up to the hinterlands to mess around and farm turtles until we at least get to the Cortello's riddle part. That didn't happen today. It's not going to happen today, but we've really been doing a lot of work. It's good. How are we doing? I mean, we are not doing good on getting pages. I think we got one page out of everything today. We got one page that we still needed. That is what it is on that. Not a lot we can do there. And we still need 2 more pages. We just have to hope. Yeah, these are those Cold Eye ones for the Alliance only. There's a lot of them for you just need one thing with a 100% drop rate. But is what it is. Okay, so I don't know if there's another tier for the enchantment. I know that when we give him the Singing Crystals, that's going to give us the Mind's Eye for Gan'zulah. So I know we're at least going to pack on another quest here. So today's the NFL Divisional Championship, which is pretty cool. It's a good day of football. After today, in less than 12 hours from now, we will know which teams are going to play in the championship. So by roughly, actually, about 10 o'clock. So about 10 hours from now, we'll know who's going to the Super Bowl. It's none of the teams that I care for. So I'm just going to be watching and hoping to see some good games and fun storylines. All right, here's the Sinew.
Has fortune been on your side, Gleekan Soul? Were you able to attain an aged gorilla sinew?
A most ideal sinew, adventurer. Your efforts will pay off soon.
Okay, good.
There is but one final reagent needed to complete the enchantment. In the south, towards the western coast, high above the bluffs, lies a holy spring. This spring is the subject of great conflict amongst religious and mystical scholars. Every race in Azeroth claims that the spring waters were made divine for their people. My final request of you, bring to me holy spring water. Be warned, an expedition of Naga explorers have advanced upon the spring. They will need to be dealt with as well.
Okay, so I screwed that one up because we should have done our Raptors at the same time. So that is my bad, guys. That's Mok'thardin's Enchantment 3 that we completed. And is there a 4th Mok'thardin's Enchantment? There is. That's the one we just picked up down there. So we will be fighting more Naga. That's totally on me. I screwed that up. That would have been... Now we have redundancy. I should have saved the Akiris by the bundle and did those 2 at the same time. Because we were right there killing Nagas. That's a bummer.
Do you have the shards, Gleekan Soul? They are needed for my final ritual after we have the Mind's Eye. You have done well, Gleekan Soul. These shards are well formed. Already I hear them sing to me. And while you were gone, I spoke with the spirits of the jungle. I know where the Mind's Eye rests and who guards it.
So Singing Crystals. Did I not? I didn't put that. Oh, I did. It's right there. So the Singing Crystals is now done. Where is it? Why don't I see it? Oh, right there. Okay. I leveled up. Heck yeah.
The Mind's Eye is held by an ogre mage east of here and deep within the Moshog Ogre Mound. His name is Myzoth. I know him from when the Dark Spears dwelt in Stranglethorn. He is vicious and his magic is strong. And if he has the Mind's Eye, then his magic will be stronger still. You must face Myzoth and wrest from him the Mind's Eye. It is a perilous task, but it is the only hope we have of saving Yenniku.
So that's that ogre. That's a tricky one. I don't know that we're going to be able to do that one on our own. That one's hard because it's full. It's deep in the back of the Elite Ogre Cave, and I don't think we're going to be able to pull that off. I'm selling this SD clam meat. Thick leather, no. Gorilla fangs, we don't need those anymore. Okay. So now, actually, we need to fly down to Booty Bay. Because we have some more to turn in. I'm so annoyed that I did that about the Naga Explorers. So the Mind's Eye...
Where would you like to fly to?
Yikes. Alright, so we do have to go to Tanaris for a reason. So what's at the top of our list? Of course, we need Stranglethorn. The chapters. Other than that, the scaring... Well, we're about to turn in some of these. So let's I guess we'll wait until we turn it in and find out where we're really at. But I'm pursuing the pirates a little bit more because we still have a little bit of time, 20 minutes or so. I do want to get the Mok'thardin enchantment taken care of. But maybe going and pursuing those pirates is going to be a little bit more what we need. For now, I think so. We do have message in a bottle to take care of. We do have the Grand Poobah to deal with. Probably what we'll do on the next episode, which maybe will be tomorrow. I hope it will be. I think tomorrow, I foresee with the way my life goes, there's a pretty solid chance tomorrow I can bust one out, but not 100%. Might not be until, Thursday or Friday that it happens. Might not be till Friday. There's a world where that's true too. All right, so first of all, we got to pick up to snuff. Once you finish the first pirate quest, up to snuff activates from this little dude right here. Oh. I guess not. I guess you need to turn in the second one first. So, never mind about that. We'll have to come back to it. It is that little dwarf, but I don't know. I guess it's not ready. Okay, so it's nobody in here right now. Oh, it's Sunday, so they're doing the fish bots. We'll have to do those quests too at some point, just not yet. Alright, so here's Akiris by the bundle. If you got no business with me, then move along, Greek and soul.
Well done, adventurer. 10 stalks of Akiris reed wasn't too much a challenge after all, huh? No offense to the Naga, but hey, everybody's got to make a living.
I just wish that I had done that right.
Idiot.
Hey, Akiris by the bundle. Done. Whoops. I don't think I have anything I need to put in the bank. Actually, we can go work on this leather some more. I have, exactly 6 thick leather. That's going to open up a couple. Look at all this thick leather I have. That's going to be saving until we go to work in Hinterlands. More. And we have these hides to work on too. Which... yeah, I think I don't have any thick hides. I need regular salt for my cured heavy hides. And for my cured medium hides. I didn't realize I had some of those too. Let's go ahead and move some of this around a little bit. I'll need regular salt. Okay, so Akiris by the bundle is done. Let's also talk to the guy that we... oh no, it's not him. Stranglethorn Fever dude.
Mother, so cold. Heading into the twisting nether. Help me, mother.
Feel strength returning. Where might be? Booty Bay? Oh my. I had the strangest dream. The weakness has not completely left me.
Okay, I'm going to take that blanket, this medicine blanket. We have this little drapey black one called the Black Forge Cape. Ooh, look, that's a big one. That's cool. All right, I like that one better. So for multiple reasons, we are good on the medicine blanket. My chapters here are starting to... We'll have to move some of them over. Okay. So we just did Stranglethorn Fever. I got a fever. The only cure is more Stranglethorn. That one be done now. That's a nice little one, especially for us as a healer. It's a nice trade for the spirit.
Remember you, adventurer. Back from scouting, I see. Shiver me timbers. So the Bloodsail Buccaneers are planning some sort of attack on Booty Bay? Why the nerve of this scoundrels? Booty Bay will always be run by the Blackwater Raiders. This is bigger than I thought. Report what you have learned to Fleet Master Seahorn at once. The old Sea Dog is around town somewhere.
Okay, so that's a 2-3 kind of combo. So we completed 2. And then we're picking up 3. Which is just go back to him and tell him how things are. Do we actually have the plans to read? I don't see them anywhere, so I don't think so. Alright, so let's actually go scare Shaky first, too. You can. Oh, no, we can't. Let's say we can go turn this in. I think we can sell some things, too, like in the Port Authority. We've collected a few things that are...
Got the best deals anywhere.
That's what we need, so... Just a little bit of money.
Hurry back.
We're getting close. We've gained a couple gold. Alright, so out here, this is just a nice way. This is just to scare Shaky, and we're going to scare him and then turn around back. We're bringing the giblets to him. Get that out of our bag. We're down to 15 quests, so that's good.
What can I do for you?
Hey, I don't like the look you're giving me, lady.
Hack, where'd you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Who sent you? Seawolf?
Alright, so we just scared Shaky, which was pretty much our lowest remaining quest.
Here, take this pouch and give it to Seawolf and tell him...
He went through puberty since the last time we talked.
I just got a little drunk and lost my way, and you know how things are. He'll understand. You don't have to get rough.
Alright, and so he's now gonna... We're gonna return to McKinley, and he's gonna give us some money. So we're just continuing to build up that nest egg we have. Although we did gain 1 level, so we're 49, which does mean actually we have to fish. I think that's probably what we'll do rather than going back out into the world. That level, he's got to be like level 60 because I can't see him. We're also gonna turn these in. Oh, this quest, keep an eye out, is now available also. That must be upstairs. Old Dizzy One Eye. So we have a couple that are opening up. Guile of the Raptor, all done. That was from back when we did Arathi. So I either missed this or this just opened up also. I think it just opened up because I don't think I would have missed it. Old Dizzy One Eye here. This is just a one-off quest also.
Avast! Who goes there? Ah, I am but useless without me special enchanted eye. Bad enough to have lost me eyes in battle in the first place.
Weird.
But by some stroke of luck, we docked in Menethil, and a traveling wizard enchanted a special glass eye that let me see again. Last night, I ended up getting jumped by some Bloodsail Buccaneers on me way out. Took me eye, they did. Seems those blokes have found their way to Booty Bay. Help an old sea dog out by getting me eye back.
Okay, so that we will do that. Keep an eye out. We'll do that quest for you, buddy. And there's a so now we're up to 16 quests. Okay, and let's go tell McKinley we did the business.
You need something?
Here, Gleekan Soul, did you get Shaky's payment?
Well done. And when you showed Shaky those giblets, how hard did he shake? Ha! He's so easy to read. When I play cards with him, I can't help but win. Thanks for your help, adventurer. Now it's your turn to get paid.
Okay, and he's giving us another one.
But there are still people who owe me. Next, we have Maury Clubfoot Wilkins, John the Crow, and Chucky Ten Thumbs. These scurvy dogs' debts are months outstanding, and I thought they skipped town to avoid paying up. Later, I heard they're cursed and bewitched and now wander the jungle ruins. But I don't care what their fate is. I want what's mine. They're at the ruins of Abaraz and the ruins of Jubul, northeast of here. Find them and collect.
So now we have this random thing too, where we didn't quite. I mean, I guess there's no real whatever. So we have that to go to do too in the middle, just kind of sitting there. Voodoo Doos. I feel like that was one of the last ones we did on the other quest line. I just feel like this is. So we're picking up quests again. More quests are being added. So now let's go in there. And now we have the Fleetmaster Seahorn to flip over that quest. And we also have a couple in here because we have the Up to Snuff available. Of course, Tranrek just sitting there, but we're not going to do that. Oh, Coffee Club. All right, Up to Snuff is another pirate. Now it's available.
The sea life. I ain't gonna say it's the good life, but it's my life. When I get into port, I like to find me a good bottle of grog and some high-quality snuff. Nasty habits, but what's a pirate without his vices, right? So you can imagine how heartbroken I was to find out the herbalist here in town has gone and sold out of the stuff. Says his shipment got hijacked by those damn Bloodsail raiders. I bet a fearless adventurer like you could convince them to share the goods, eh?
All right, so this guy's just basically. This is just a nice little additional drop quest we get as we go and kill the pirates. We can pick up snuff from them. That made me remember my joke when I did that on Alliance. All right, let's tell the Fleetmaster Seahorn what we found out.
Bloodsail Buccaneers attacking Booty Bay. They might as well throw themselves off the Overlook Cliffs. Nonetheless, by bringing me this information, you have done my fleet of swashbucklers a great service. The Blackwater Raiders thank you.
Okay, and the next step.
Thanks highly of your dedication to the Blackwater Raiders. I am going to trust you with a mission of extreme importance to the fleet. Infiltrate the so-called Southern Command Post the Bloodsail Buccaneers have established on the Wild Shore. Raid the encampment. Bring me their charts along with their written orders. We shall see exactly what those scum are up to.
Okay, so now we have Bloodsail Buccaneers 3 is done because that was just an easy Lady GleeCon special. Walk 5 feet and talk to a friend. And that picks up Bloodsail Buccaneers 4, which now we start to have a reason, really on the next episode, to go through the fleet. We're not quite going to be going onto the fleet yet. We can. But to get the Cortello's riddle, but that's probably going to be... We'll probably do that on the next episode. It's just that we're not going to do. All right, so to wrap up this episode, we're going to do everyone's favorite fishing. So we did get 1 point already done and a few extra things on that, but we're going to just go ahead and fish our little brains out here. So if you don't want to hear me talk with whatever stuff comes into my head, while we fish, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start organizing my own personal listicle of the different zones and where I rank them. Okay, so I'm going to talk it through with all of you guys. I'll talk it through with myself. Let's open up a map, and I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to start with the Kalimdor, and we're just going to see how it goes. So I'm going to kind of list them, and then as I list them, I'm going to rank them, and then I'll mess them about. So starting with the top is Teldrassil. So I'm not ranking any right off the bat. There are 40. So Teldrassil, for me, just gut instinct, I'm feeling kind of neutral about Teldrassil right off the bat. Okay. Darkwood, I am feeling like I like it a little bit. I mean, Dark Shore, my bad. I like it a little better than Teldrassil, maybe? Okay. Moonglade is just useless. Not useless, it's like very minimal. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to get this into 8 tiers of, like, I want to make, actually, yeah, let me read, because I feel like I'm just, like, jotting down the names right now, but really what I want is 8 tiers of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So tier 1, this is going to be like, I hate them. So, or there's no zone I hate, but I do not like going there. Tier 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are ones that are like, the game would not be any different if it didn't even exist. 2, 3, 4, 5. Tier 3 is going to be like, I could live without it. Okay. And then tier 4 is, okay, we just had our second point of fishing, 3 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tier 4 is going to be just average, but maybe on the worst side of average. Tier 5 is average, but maybe on the better side of average. Like, slightly above average. Tier 6. Tier 6 are ones that are pretty good. Pretty good and can't complain, and there's actively some positive things that I like about them. Okay, and then tier 7 is going to be like very good. I really enjoy these zones. And then of course followed by tier 8, which is going to be like, these are my top 5 zones. Okay. So that's what we're looking at here. So, Gut Instinct Teldrassil. I feel like Teldrassil to me is an average zone. So it doesn't, I don't have a lot that commends it or decommends it. So for right now, I'm going to put, and I actually, there's a couple things. I don't like the fact that you have that 1 drop quest that you have to farm. It's the only starting zone that has one, and it pisses me off. And the Barrow Den at the end is very hard, but that's a mixed bag for me because it's also gratifying to do it well. So I'm going to put it like right in the middle of the bottom half tier. So I'm going to put Teldrassil. Now that might get bumped. This is going to be fluid. Okay, Darkshore. I do not like, my gut is to maybe make it a little bit better than average. I don't like the length and how you have to run up and down. But I do like otherwise the questing and the storyline's okay. So I'm going to put it on the upper half of average, but in near the bottom of that bracket because I just don't, because of the size, that really hurts it. So Darkshore has got to go in that area. The size hurts it for me. I like it as a zone, but the actual design, okay, we got our 3 points, we have 2 more. All right, now Moonglade, to me, that is a prime example of this quest, this area would not change my opinion of the game if it didn't exist, but it's not the worst culprit of that. So that's going to go in tier 2, almost near the bottom. Okay, now Winter Spring has some good stuff. Ooh, man, that's a tough one for me. It's also minimal on the questing. There are, when getting the Snowcat mount, which I don't know if that exists in Classic, I can't remember, and the doing of the Timberwall, I'm going to say that Winter Spring falls close to, it wouldn't really impact my life if it didn't exist, but we'll put it near the very, very top of that tier. So for now, Winter Spring is going to go in that, but that could get bumped. Because I don't dislike it. I just don't care about Winter Spring. Now, Fellwood is a cool zone. It's condensed. I do like it. I think it's got some positive things. The questing is nice. The Timber Mall has some good memories. I'm going to put it as an overall good zone. but not like up there in my top 10. But I'm going to put it very near the end. So I'll put it like near the top of 6. Because I do like Felwood a lot. All right, Ajara. I mean, Ashen Vale. Ashen Vale is a solid middle of the pack zone. Pretty fun. Some of the barrows can be annoying and tedious. The hunts are okay. It does have Black Fathom Deeps, which is a decent dungeon. I feel like dungeons have to count for me. It's got a couple wasted opportunity areas. It's got opportunities for PvP. It's really the first zone you get into with PvP. It's very, very large, so that hurts it some. I'm going to put this one in the top, in the 5. Just above average zone for me. But I like it even a little bit more than Darkshore. Put it a couple spaces near the top of that. So it's going to be near the top of tier 5. We have one more point of fishing to do. We're not going to finish this ranking today. Now, Ajara is another perfect example of Ajara is... The game would not change for me if it wasn't there. There's always nothing to do there. But I do really like it. It's really pretty. So I'll put it near the top. A little bit worse than Winter Spring. But Ajara is definitely a prime example of what are you doing in this game. Now, Stone Talon Mountains. I actually do not like Stone Talon Mountains. I don't like this zone. So Stone Talon Mountains is annoying to me. It's of the annoying zones. It's going to be... the distance to traverse is annoying. The caves right here are deadly and annoying. The Charred Vale is more annoying than it is fun. It's got a couple okay parts, so I'm going to put it near the top of that, but this is going to go in my bottom rank. Near the top of it, but I do not like Stone Talon Mountains. I don't know why. Well, for the reasons I just explained. I just don't enjoy it very much. Okay. We'll save the Barrens for a second. Durotar is okay for me. That's average. Questing is average. Starting zone is average. There's some fun things on the coast I like. Fighting the humans. The size of it and the spread out of it is a little annoying. I'm going to put it below average, kind of where Teldrassil is, but maybe I actually like it a pinch more than Teldrassil. So I'm going to put it just above Teldrassil. We got a locked chest. What's in it?
It's locked.
Oh. Duh. Alright. Desolus. Desolus is actually decent. I don't like the running around. The quest line with that is grindy. The fact that you have to do it twice for me, for my purposes. Radon is kind of a daunting dungeon. Overall, the quests are okay. I just feel like this is kind of below average for me. I don't dislike the zone. I'm going to put it near... I'm going to actually put it below Teldrassil and Durotar. Because there are some painful parts, and I might have to downgrade it as we go along. Alright, Desolus is where we left off. We finished our fishing, and we are ready. I'm going to go sell these fish. We don't even need to cook them. Because they won't... We're maxed out on cooking, and there's nothing special about any of those that we got. And I'm going to sell the locked chest because I don't want to mess about with asking someone to unlock it for me. Just trying to find a shop. Actually, let's go right into the inn, and that's where we'll leave off. All right, so this is good. We have another episode wrapped up in the pipe 5x5, as we say here on this show. We have nice appreciation from me to you. I get 1 copper for selling that locked chest. I thank you, everybody, so much for watching, for listening, for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and check us out on the very next episode. Probably tomorrow, one way or another, I'm going to most likely drop one. It just might be a shorty. Thank you all. I'll see you guys next time on Lore of Warcraft.